Hello, Akko here again. Welcome back to FTB Direwolf20. I have got a few things to get on with today. What do I want to do? First of all, I want to be able to see properly. There we go. Let me put my lid back on. So, right, first things first. I'm going to work towards laser drills. If you watch Direwolf's Forgecraft as well, then I apologise. I'm probably going to be going over the same things that you went over yesterday. If you don't watch that, then this might be new to you. Number 2 on the list there was Essential Crystallizer from Thaumcraft. I'm not going to bother doing that on this world. I'm going to do that on my Utopia Resurrection series, on the server player there, because I think it's going to fit in better there. Basically, you use a thing called a crystallizer to turn essentially from liquid into crystals, and then you can put it back to liquid when you need it. I was going to do it here, just for the sake of doing it, but as soon as I've got somewhere where I can actually use it a bit better, I'm going to actually do that on there. What I've been doing is I've been getting on with machinery automation. Now, this video should have come out yesterday, but I ended up doing a resurrection one. It's because this is taking a lot of time, and it's not very exciting to do, but it's taking me a lot of time just to get everything automated, because of the scale of stuff. But I'll show you what I've done. And it's taken a lot longer than you'd expect. First of all, let's quickly just jump in here. I've expanded the auto crafting. Yeah, so I've got 3 of these. I could have 2 more interfaces on if I use a square one at the back instead of the multi-part one. Then it'd also put power into this. So I could have another multi-interface on the ME interface on the back. I may put one on the back, one of the square ones. I could also have another one on the front, but I kind of like the way they look. They remind me of Hal out of Space Odyssey 2001. I can't do that, Dave. So I've expanded 2 of them to 2 more of them. Now in this one we have got, this is all applied logistics stuff in these 4. These ones have got like vanilla recipes in. I've kind of got them spread out around. You can see this better in the interface terminal down there. And this one, I think it's got some thermal expansion, some Ender IO. I did a little video on this after last episode, and I could do it slightly more efficient. Yeah, I could do it so that the ME interface gets fed back into, rather than feeding back into the chest and it going into the import buffs in there. But I think it's I like the way it looks, and it's easy enough, and it's efficient enough. It's not the most efficient, but it's straightforward. I'm going to move that over there at some point so it'll look a bit tidier. This thing, I'm going to automate it. I've not got around to it yet. A couple of people will give you some nice suggestions. Predator Kill Lol, there you go, you got your mention. Gave me a nice suggestion that I can't actually remember what it was without checking. But I think what I'm going to do is a combination of a couple of things. I've got an ME interface there with a pattern in it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a Britannia open crate there, just to drop them in when it needs it. And then I'm going to have a Steve's Factory Manager. This is also from a comment, so thank you very much. Steve's Factory Manager, item involved there, which can look for a completed seed, and it can also do a redstone emitter. So I can use the redstone emitter to toggle the lever on and off. So it's going to be a combination of a little bit of Britannia for dropping stuff in, and Steve's Factory Manager. So I'll get that done at some point, and I'll show you how I do that. Now, what I've been doing is at the next floor down, I've been sorting out my liquid crafting. I want to get on with laser drills, and part of what laser drills need is laser drills. Are these things glowstone illuminators? So I was getting some glowstone sorted, so I thought I can't keep putting this off. I need to automate this. I want this full factory automated, of course. I've got these no longer show when you're looking at them how many channels I'm using. The visual thing's not always right. I had this connected to this room as well. So I had it connected there, and it was showing that it wasn't showing that the channels were full. But when I actually looked at this ME interface behind here that I'll get to in a minute, it was saying no channel available, whereas now it's device online, because I've had to come from that side instead. But that wasn't showing full, so I don't get it. I still don't get it. Anyway, so what I've done is I've been working towards automating all this floor. This you've seen before. I don't know if I had to explain. I had to change this around a little bit. I had to make it so that the level emitters, I had to take out the auto eject thing out of there. Now, someone I think commented saying that I could have just put the level emitter straight onto the blocks. The thing with that is, it's alright for these 2, but this one makes cobble. Now I don't want cobble to go into the system because I've got 32,000 whatever, but I do want cobble to go into here. So if I had done it so that the redstone signal was on the block using the redstone control there, then let me just turn that off to make it a bit easier. Then it would have stopped putting cobble in the system, but it would also stop putting cobble into this, which I use to make sand. And the same with this. If I've got enough sand in, I still might want to make glass. So I've done it like that. I've expanded this one, and I've added a glacial precipitator there. I've got that on a level limiter set to 10,000. So that's making snowballs. It looks like must have 10,000 in the system because it stopped. And then obviously this side I have added the niter production. So if you remember, niter we're getting from igneous extruder again, cobble into sand. Sand comes into here and then gets turned into sandstone. Yeah. So 4 sand gets turned into sandstone. And I've got it feeding in just onto the top row there. So the configuration there, the green is just the top row. The sand goes into this upgraded pulverizer. That's got a slightly better chance of the secondary thing. And the secondary thing we'll get is niter. So that's how we're getting niter. Any sand that's produced here gets fed out the back and looped into the bottom row of this. So it gets made into sandstone again. So you recover some of the sand. But that is making us niter, and that again is also set on a level limiter. I'm going to 10,000 of them. So that's all I've done in this room. Now, this room is where I've been a bit busy. There's a new conduit, and I found this out from watching Direwolf series that I didn't even know about. In Ender.io, Crazy Pants is always adding new stuff. And if you look at fluid conduit, up until recently there was only 2 of these. I'm guessing it was the upgrade that's brought in the different capacitors, the resonant, the vibrant capacitors and stuff. But now we've got this one there. It's an Ender fluid conduit, and it can have multiple liquids in it. So that's awesome. I didn't really like these because of that. They could only carry 1 liquid, whereas now they can have all sorts. So I've changed my setup around in here a little bit. First of all, ignore that. I filled it up by mistake. That's meant to have gelid cryothium in it. Basically what I've got is a magma crucible that's getting fed from the A network via a conduit. So this one's always full of redstone, this one's always full of ender pearl, that one's always full of glowstone dust, and this one will be always full of cryothium powder when I get some made. Have I got any? I can make some. Can I make some? Is this going to work? I'm actually tested if this actually works. Everything's available. Cool. No, stored craftable. And it's making some cool. So what that should actually be is the back of this one here, in the filter should actually have cryothium, not blizz powder. There we go. And that should be now make some of that. What? There we go. So that is making that. Yep. And that'll eventually, once I've emptied this tank out that I filled by mistake when I was doing the filters, then that'll gradually fill that up with gelid cryothium. As long as there's enough in the system. Now, there probably ain't enough in the system at the minute. So, right, just to talk you through this real quick, that's going to be for buckets of water and lava. I've not done that bit yet though. Basically, we've got stuff feeding into these, just on a permanent feed. So these are dedicated, these magma crucibles are dedicated to one thing each. That one there gets glowstone, it's liquid glowstone. These are just set to extract whatever's in the tank there. And these are kind of just for show, but these are just like a buffer, so that if I want to get a real lot of this real quick, this only holds 32 buckets, that holds 512. So I've got 512 bucket buffer tanks on top of there that these will fill up. These are the pressurised fluid tanks, which hold 32 buckets, and they look kind of cool with the iron bars on the front. I like them. I've got loads of liquid storage of the 4 thermal expansion liquids there. Comes out the back, runs across here to 4 dedicated fluid transposers. Now I've been kind of automating these, but it's kind of taking a bit of time. Basically what I've got, because I'm trying to do it with as fewer channels as possible. Basically what I've got is this one can only take snowballs at the minute, because that's the only recipe I've got in it. This one can take nothing at the minute, because I've got no recipe set. Well, that's for tesseract frames and stuff. This one is making the illuminator frames for the laser drill. It's not, it's filling them with glowstone there. And then this one at the minute is making cinnabar from cinnabar ore, which of course uses gelid cryothium, which it's not got any because we haven't got this tank with any in yet. So that's that. The way I'm doing that is I'm using one ME interface here with them patterns in. So currently I've only got 2 patterns in there. Blizz powder is a snowball with redstone, liquid redstone, and that cinnabar is cinnabar ore with jelly cryothium. So that feeds them into this resonant strongbox. Resonant strongbox got a filtered output on the pink channel, which will only allow these things to come out of it, which means only they can go into the right things there because they're filtered. Not the most efficient way of doing things. It's a bit of a sprawling mess because I'm doing this all afterwards and kind of fitting it all in. This bit here is also crafting of enderium ingots. So I've had to do this separate. So what I've got here basically is I've got a pattern there saying 1 shiny ingot, 1 silver ingot, and 2 tin ingots makes 4 enderium. That's a processing pattern because that doesn't really make that. What it actually does is that puts the ingots into the pulverizer, tin, silver, and shiny. Pulverizer pulverizes them, puts them into a cyclic assembler, which has got the actual crafting pattern in. That turns the dusts and resonant ender into enderium blend, which then gets put into this induction smelter. The enderium blend goes there. This is getting fed pyrotheum dust on the yellow channel, which is just the yellow channel is the output from the AE network, the direct output. So I will have to manually craft. After I manually craft that, I'll tell the thing to set that as a crafting recipe to auto craft that, and that's making me enderium ingots. We're going to need a lot of enderium ingots because, of course, I am going to have a full size turbine in each tower. So I wanted to get geared up for that production. So that's what all I've done there, right? So basically what I've got is all this is taking me quite a long time to actually prep off camera, but it's just so I can auto craft the illuminator frames for the laser drill production. So to get on laser drill production then, we need laser drill itself, and we need pre-charges. And the pre-charge, this is a bit I'm going to have to cover that was covered on Forgecraft yesterday. Pink slime crystals. So first thing I need to do is get pink slime. And pink slime, oh, that's different these days, isn't it? So yeah, it's actually a crystal is a smelted block. A block is 9 pink slime balls, and pink slime balls come from pink slimes. So to get pink slimes, I need a bucket of slime, which means I need a slaughterhouse. So in here, there should be ready to go. 1 slaughterhouse. I've got all the bits made. So let's get that guy. And basically all I'm going to do is I've got these farms in here that I've not been using for a while because I had barrels full of piggies and stuff. I'm just going to swap this grinder out for the grinder, of course, creates liquid XP. I'm going to swap this grinder out for the slaughterhouse, turn the piggies back on. This is again all temporary because these farms are going to be going upstairs in the main bit. So again though, it's a kind of a lot of off-camera stuff that needs doing, not a lot of exciting on-camera stuff. There you go. So that's facing the right way, and that should be connected. So I'll get this turned back on. I'll get a couple of drums behind here because it's going to collect pink slime and it's going to collect something else pink. I'll get this turned on and I shall get some pink slime. Okay, then this is a little slow. So what I've done is I have created a couple of rituals of the shepherd. Now, this is a standard ritual of the shepherd here. What it does is it decreases the growth time from a baby animal to get into a full-grown one. So I think it halves it or something. So instead of 12 minutes, it's 6 or something like that. So that's what this one's doing. This one is different. This one isn't actually doing anything at the minute because what we need to do is we need to feed it a reagent. And what this one is going to do is it's going to reduce the cooldown time between the time the pigs can have a baby pig. We have got a little bit of pink slime. I got some liquid meat as well. I've only got at the minute 160 millibuckets. So of course we need 1,000 to get a pink slime bucket, which we can then make to use a slime, then capture and then spawn. So what I am doing up here is just manual, because we're probably not going to need much of this, and I've probably made too much of it anyway, is I have thrown in there enough stuff to make actually 64, but we only need 16, because 1 jar full should do us. And I'm going to chuck that in there, and I'm going to link this to this bell jar here. So clear, clear, No, that's not right. Why are you going in there? Where have Reductus gone? Oops. Where's he gone? Did he eat my Reductus? Where you go, Reductus? Doesn't seem to have gone in there, does he? Is that him in the bottom? Okay, silly me, I must have borrowed the Master Rob out of there at some point, and Master Rob should be in there now, and now Reductus should go into this. There we go, that's better. I must have borrowed that Master Rob and forgot to put it back. I'll probably put it in that one. Now, clear and save container. Set to Reductus, there we go. Link. That's got non-remaining now because I've already linked it. It's linked to Potentia. I do like this way, but it's a bit fiddly. Right. Clear. Link. What? Clear, clear, clear. Set. Link. Link. Hooray! So, I'm getting Reductus. Reductus is made with some of the strengthened catalysts and then some just normal stuff. It's got carrots in there, which is pretty cool. So I'll get 16 of this, processes that, and I'll meet you back down there. We'll connect it to the ritual down there. Okay then, I've got my bell jar of Reductus. So now, if we stick this over here and bind it to... Oh, yeah, that's okay. Bind it to this guy. So... clear. What? That's cleared. That's cleared. Linking to the ritual. There we go. So now these guys should have a reduced breeding time. Now I've noticed when I was playing Resurrection that there's a cooldown on Whaler, so it must be on a newer version. It looks like now on that. If you look at one of my videos, look at my cows or anything, you can see that they've actually, it shows you the cooldown timer between breeding, which is pretty cool. So that should be making these grow faster, and that should be making them breed faster. I could have, of course, just put more pigs in there, you know, but, right, I'll be back when we've got at least a bucket full of this stuff. Oh, how much have we got? Still only got 160, it's going to take a while. I have got enough for this pink laminate. It's actually been about an hour and 45 minutes, so it actually takes a while. I doubled up the amount of adult pigs in there by holding a couple of back, or wait until they turn into adults and putting them back in there with a safari net. But what we should have it in here, and we've got over 1,000 milli buckets of pink slime, so that gets us this lovely pink slime. What I'm going to do is I'll chuck him in a hole there, and he should turn into blue. No? You should turn into a pink slime. Do I not do it in a bucket? Go on, pink slime. Making me a liar. There he is. He didn't want to play the first time, so bam. Got him captured in my safari net. And let's go chuck him in the spawner upstairs. Those convoluted web. Oh man, my FPS, where's it gone? So something since earlier on, because I didn't have any trouble earlier on, but I've been in a single player world. I have a little playroom with big turbines. Something since earlier on has tanked my FPS a bit. Right, take the blazes out, put the pink slime in, and turn this guy on. And I can do that. Blaze can go in there with the other stuff. And what we should see, little pink slimes. We're going to get murdered for science. And what they should give us. Come on. Get murdered for science. Give us some stuff. It's pink slimes. Cool. So I'll get enough of these to make the slime crystals. So if you remember, it was 9, and then made into a block, and then cooked, and then we can make our laser drill. The slime crystals have been cooked and they should be in here. What we should be able to do now is ask this system to craft me some of these. In fact, I think I put a crafting recipe in for these. Craft. No, have I not? Oops, I want to pull that out, didn't I? I have done the laser drill but not the pre-chargers. Okay, let's get the pre-charger done. Because I don't have no slime, of course. Slime crystal. Now, I've done a pattern for these because I'm going to make more than one of these. But before we can make any more, we're going to actually have to upgrade our power to big turbines. Because I think the power output we've got at the minute from the 4 big reactors is not going to power one of these. So these are hardcore. These are hardcore. So pre-charger, let's have 4 of them. So that should craft away, and then laser drill itself. Laser drill, 1 of you, and that should manufacture as well. And there we go. We've got. Oops. We've got. Oh, I don't know what's happened to my FPS on this. It's in there somewhere. What is that? It's making things a bit tricky. So yeah, what I've worked out then is I think I'm going to run 4 of these. I was planning to have 6, but I don't think 4 reactors with 4 big turbines is going to do 6. So I'm going to go with 4. So I'm going to have 1 in the middle of each of these 4 rooms. So 1 there, 1 here, and then 2 over the other side. So this first one's going to go here. The rest of it is just going to be copying this one. So it's probably going to be off camera to an extent. But that looks like the middle. Is that the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the middle. I could have just took my own word for it. So how these guys work is this needs a path to bedrock. So what we should do is we should put that there, and then we should go through here, bedrock. Wonderful. I don't think that water's going to get in the way. It shouldn't do. Well, it might do. We shall see. So the laser drill itself goes there. These are kind of like an end game, just power sink. If you've got that much power, you don't know what else to do with it. Make yourself one of these guys, and it gives you a reason to power. It means you don't have to keep setting up quarries, which is kind of nice. There is, as much as you can automate quarries, there is still a bit of manual thing if you're moving them, unless you make it on a frame, I suppose. There we go. That goes like that, and then we fall through the floor. What we want is to face them the right way. So I've done it wrong already. These go one on either side, block out, and you see when we do it there, they get a little pattern. It goes into the thing there. Now, where is you getting power from? Was it getting power from that wireless charger? It must have been. So let's start doing a bit of work. So it must be getting power from that. Yeah. We need a chest. I'll probably do this. I was going to say I'll probably do it with an ended chest, but I probably will. I'll probably just connect it straight to this. I'll run power wires and item conduit to this, and then you should see it in action. And in true fashion of copying what Direwolf did yesterday, I just died in the lasers. As if full blood magic armour, full red and yellow hearts, and 3 hits I was fine, and 4th hit just killed me. So yeah, that must be a thing. Fun. So I think, is that death number 10? Death number 10, yay! And I think most of them happened in the last couple of episodes. Let's remove that waypoint of shame and carry on. So I kind of put it up once already, and I thought I didn't like the look of it, so I've just been changing it around. For some reason, my pick seems to be destroying the Ender IO facades. I'm not sure what that's about. I just need to make a couple more of them. I forgot to cover that bit up over there. Let's grab you, and so 5 of them I need, I reckon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Stick that in there. Come on, hurry up. This has been sat here since I moved out of this part of the factory. When I moved all the stuff across there, that's gradually using a bit of power up there as I make the odd facade. Right, so cover that up. Tidy things up a bit. So I decided, normally when I've done these before, I've run redstone to each of the pre-chargers, but I've just run a redstone signal to the actual laser drill. So as you can see there, there's redstone conduit, and up above here there is, I say I don't want to break them because they seem to be destroying them. That's a normal block, so that should be alright. That's a facade. That's a block. There we go. So you can see up there. So yeah, I put dirt in so I didn't die again. As if. Let me up, please. Oh, come on. Don't do that. There we go. So there is the ender chest. That's from the deep dark. The deep dark, I could see in it, by the way. I don't know if that's because I've got this night vision from the bound element. I don't know if it's different. I'm going to quickly go show you that, actually. Because I don't know if that's a bug or not. Get rid of them now. Hopefully not set myself on fire. And what we can do now is, with this lever on here, so I've just got a redstone conduit running across into there. With that on, that should turn on. I wonder if it's not seeing bedrock. So that water. That should have turned on. That should be doing work. Let's have a look. Let's what block am I in? I'm straight down from there. Whee! Bang. So if we go, there we go. Yep. So the water does make a difference. And, oh, I know we've got another painful thing there. And to get my hearts back. Oh shit. Up we go. So I've still got fog down there, which you'd expect. So this laser drill's dangerous. Oh, get off me, bastard thing. Man, I think I need to bring them out. Them in one more to look right. Well, there we go. We've got the laser drill, and that's working because it's got his laser on. You can see the power's going up, and it's going up pretty quick because I am putting loads of power into this. Now, if you look at my power drain over here, you will see that my out should be huge. Look at that. 20,000 RF a tick is my power out. Now if we come and look at the reactors, that's a lie for a start, unless it's all draining out of one of the other ones. Of course I have got these buffers which can put out all that, so meh. But this will be running, these are only putting out 4,000 RF a tick, so that's only 16,000 total. So I'm actually using more than I've got, so I cannot run this all the time with just reactors. So I do need to move on to turbines, which is what all this big space cleared for. So I shall be investigating an efficient turbine design, and we should be moving on to that. But there we go, that guy's running. So what we're getting from this also brings us a couple of issues we have to deal with. So in the chest here, so that's what we're bringing in. What's that then? Mana ore, I've seen that. Mana ingot, what do we make with that? Mana gear, dimmed radiant lumion lamp. Yeah, mana ingots, I don't even know what they're really going. It's thermal foundation. We haven't got the new armour and stuff yet, have we? Just like flux armour and stuff now. There's also a primal mana bucket. I shall have to investigate, and there's mana dust. So let's see what they're about. We've got a bit of gold, a bit of topaz, which I'll just be binning. Sapphire ore, so some of this will be going straight in the bin. So the only useful thing we've got there really is a silver and a gold up to now. But the point is, if you get enough power output, which we won't really have until we've got turbines, then you can just leave these guys on all the time. And Robert's your father's brother, as the saying goes. I'm quickly going to show you in an Underdark, because my FPS has come back, by the way. I seem to be moving a bit quicker than I feel like I should be. Yeah, check that out. Hello, Mr. Tillington. I can see in here. I can only presume that's because we're night vision special. But that's pretty cool, doesn't it? That's what the Underdark looks like, if you've ever wondered what it looked like lit. Crazy, eh? Right, I'll meet you back at the base, and I'm going to give it 20 minutes, half an hour running at that. Have a look at, yeah, there we go. So it certainly is that. That's doing it. sneaky way with his magic night vision. I'm going to give it about 20 minutes. I'll see how much it gets for us, and then I shall turn the resource processing back on, because at the minute I've just disabled this guy here. I'll just turn that so it's active with signal, not always active. So we'll see what we get. In fact, I'm not going to keep it on that long. See, there's the issue that I mentioned we're going to have. Redstone's coming in a block, we want it in a dust. The things that can go straight into the processing, I'm already out of space actually, I don't have room for dark iron, do I? The things that already come into the processing will go straight out, but the other stuff like redstone ore, what I'm going to need to do is break that into dust, and for that we're going to use another MFR machine called a block smasher. So I'm going to make that guy. We need to find somewhere to put this and wire this up, and this needs mob essence, which we've got 65 million buckets worth in our bedrockium drum across at the mob farm there. Ooh, emerald ore, cool. So as you can see, we're getting all kinds of stuff that needs dealing with. That's going to need smashing, that's going to need smashing, that's going to need binning. Don't know what to do with sulphur yet. We're getting the good stuff. We are getting the good stuff. Back in a bit. So back for the final part of the episode then. It's going to be a bit of a short one, I'm afraid, because I'm running out of real life time. So I've got to go out in a bit. I do like these crafting monitors. I think they look really cool. I'm just making a bit more cryothium there so I can finish off making this blizzard, this cinnabar order. I'll be using the cinnabar, of course. I didn't mention that earlier, but I'll be using the cinnabar for processing this shiny ore because we don't get much of it, and I want to make sure I get 3 ingots per, which is what you get if you use it with cinnabar in induction smelter. That's why I've got that. While I'm over here, I made this after the last episode as well, a unifier. It's also from MFR, and what it does, it unifies the ingots and the sulphur into the same type. Now I've got it set at the minute to put sulphur in there, but I'm not actually making any sulphur. But all I've got to do now is monitor my system and make sure I don't get any different types of copper and stuff in. So it should, all my copper is one type, all my tin is one type. Yep, lead and silver, same. So that's all good. And sulphur as well. So I think I'm getting all the same stuff anyway, but I could just monitor that. I should be able to pull that back out now I've changed it all over. Because my processing is using all the same stuff. It should be okay. We shall see. We shall see. Here's everything I want to make then. Block smasher. There we go. We'll get that made while we're in here. And I'm going to use that in just a minute. I've turned the laser drill off because this chest's full. I just wanted to show you the type of stuff that's in there. Now I'm going to turn this side back on. That will pull out all the ores that can be processed. And you can see most of the stuff in there is not going to go into my straight up processing, which is a bit of an issue, isn't it? I've got to deal with all this coal blocks, lapis, redstone, diamond, emerald, all the good stuff. I've got to deal with all that. What I'm going to want for this is a source of mob essence, which of course I've got a ridiculous amount from this big cast air farm over here. So I've got only 59 million buckets of mob essence. So we'll just take this drum for now. So I just want to quickly show you how this thing works. And where have I got power? I don't think I've actually got any power over here, have I? Don't think I have, no. So I'll grab a bit of ore. I'll go with the diamond, the emerald, lapis and the redstone. There we go. And we'll quickly go and grab a power line. This will do over here. So I found somewhere to put this. I've not decided where to put this yet, which is kind of why I'm doing it like this. But there we go. There's a block smasher. That needs liquid to go in it. So let me grab one of them, and we will set that guy to auto extract, always active, and that's put mob essence in there. Cool. And what you can do with this is got a little plus thing here, and we can say we want either no fortune or fortune free. So, or fortune 1 or 2, but why would you want 1 or 2? And it takes more power and it takes mob essence. But there we go, we've got 7 redstone out of that. So what I need to do is work out where I want to put this and wire this into my E network. That should go straight into the system. Yeah, let's have that. Always active. So that's putting stuff straight into the network there. Cool. I could even leave it there. It'd be real dirty of me. I'll just pump it straight into that and straight back out, but that's really shabby. I'll do it a bit tidier than that. There we go. We are getting fortuned ores from this as well at a cost of power and mob essence. quickly, before I go, I'm going to go and have a look at the state of my reactors. So yeah, that one of them taking 20,000 RF means we are actually, even though we've got all these reactors, we are woefully underpowered. And that one's full again. That one's full again. It's a shame I made all these just before that update that brought in the bigger ones, because I would have made all them the bigger ones. I'd have made as many still, but instead of, I'd have had 5 times as much power storage, because the big ones are 25mm and these are only 5mm. So them 4 are all full. So it looks like it's filled back up pretty quick. So I mean, it's going to last a while. I've got 3 billion total. See, that was putting power out still. Refilling something. That one's putting power out still, but they look all good. And might as well check the last 2 while we're here. So there we go. We've got a laser drill. Until we get turbines, I'm not sure if we're going to be resource positive with it, to be honest, because I'm guessing the amount of yellow ore we're using in there, we're probably not getting back. But we shall see. Why you stopped? We shall see. Have I got any uranium or yellow ore in here? Now, one thing I've not done, of course, which Direwolf did. You've got no yellorium or uranium in there. Interesting. I don't like all that biomes of plenty junk that I don't want. And one thing I've not done, of course, is you can make things to go, yeah, 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it looks like the lime one is one for getting more uranium. There we go, laser focus lime. So that 6 of them in there, pretty straightforward. I've got loads of emeralds. Would get us that. In fact, look at the amount of emeralds I've got from them villagers. It's ridiculous. That's villagers shedding because of the Tanya. They just keep dropping emeralds in that room up there with a vacuum chest. Nuts. So yeah, I'll probably. Why are you still working? Oh, that redstone signal does not work at all. Do you not work, redstone signal? Oh, I caught that up at night. Yeah, that didn't work at all. So the redstone signal does indeed have to go onto the pre-chargers and not onto the block itself, because that is still working with a redstone signal on it. I shall get that sorted out after the episode. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you found it entertaining, and I hope I see you next time for some more derpy fun and see what else I can break. I think very soon we're looking towards the big turbines. Bye!